The Brothers of Liberty, here to remind you what true freedom is.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Liberty with the older brother Kelton here. Today, I don't know if you've seen or not heard or anything like that about the resolution yesterday on December 8th that was passed by the Senate to block the vaccine mandate for employers. It passed 52 to 48. The two Democrat senators that voted for the resolution was Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia, which was no surprise there, and Senator John Tester of Montana. And that wasn't too much a surprise for me because before September 9th announcement that Biden made about the vaccine mandate through OSHA, Montana 3 weeks earlier actually created a law barring any employer from firing or making it a requirement for a vaccine to be in the workplace. So they were actually the first state to go ahead and say, look, you could get vaccinated or not vaccinated, but vaccination has nothing to do with you being able to work. And since then, after the vaccine mandate, several states have made laws or have also done executive orders doing the same thing. Um, Now, it is very unlikely that it will come to a House vote. The House is controlled by the Democrats. And even if it does, it will need four Democrats to jump ship and join the resolution. And even if by any and every miracle it does pass the House, Press Secretary Psaki already said that President Biden will veto the resolution, which is funny because he's saying that even though the simple majority of Congress uh, wants the resolution, a person who is saying democracy must be strengthened is now saying, I don't care what the majority wants. I'm going to do what I want, as any tyrannical dictator would do. Just remember, in October, he did say that, talking to Russia president and Chinese president, that democracy may not work in the 21st century, that it may need to be more tyrannical. At least he didn't say tyrannical, but that's pretty much what he was saying. Let's follow the form of Russia and China. Yeah, that's really going to happen here in America. At least not while there's patriots around. Um, Now, even if a lot of people did say that this was um, the word I'm looking for, saying this was a useless gesture. The only thing it's really showing is the defiance. But I actually beg to differ because it will actually help the lawsuits that are happening. A lot of people don't realize that more than half of the states have filed lawsuits. 27 states altogether. Three of them are not run by Republican governors. Three of them are run by Democrat governors: Kentucky, Louisiana, and Kansas. And in fact, the Kansas governors actually spoke out saying this is not the right thing to do. Everybody has pretty much said, who's in the lawsuits, this is a government overreach and unconstitutional. Um, Now, when all these states started making laws and executive orders, Psaki, who needs to take a civics class, said, well, federal law supersedes state law. No, it does not. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is the 10th Amendment. And let me just read it for those who don't know the 10th Amendment. The powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution nor prohibited by it to the states are reserved to the states respectfully or to the people. You know what that means, Saki? The states and Congress in the history of the United States never gave the federal government the right to mandate vaccines or any other medical treatment or procedures. Therefore, those powers are reserved to the states or the people. So guess what? In this case, it does not federal law does not supersede state law because you were never given that power to be able to supersede state law. And that's in our first 10 amendments, and that's why the Constitution was written. Um, you know, Takes a civics class. And this is what I'm saying to help the lawsuits because courts put a block on it already because they said this is overreach. They see all these lawsuits. It's not just one or two states. It's 27 states, more than half of the United States. And it's not just in only the Republican held circuit courts. Even in the Ninth Circuit Court and the Second Circuit Court had private businesses and unions filing lawsuits, which remember, some of these businesses and unions supported Biden and his run for president, are now turning against him because they even know that it's illegal and unconstitutional. And that's why every mandate for federal contractors on down has been put on hold and blocked until the lawsuits can take effect. And as a good dictator, when the first court blocked it, well, ignore the court and do it anyway, businesses. You know, break the law because we want it done. Yes, but then when someone else tries to break a law or a law that you don't like, oh no, you can't do that. Um, you know, this is the problem with the federal government. They have taken in the past 2 years, they have gotten a lot of power, and now they don't want to give it up, and they want to keep taking more powers away. And when that happens, tyranny reigns, and it is our duty as American citizens to stand up and protest and rally against it. Um, and we can do it by convention of states. Going through our state senators, state legislatures, because the midterm elections are coming up. And I'm pretty sure all those people running want to keep their jobs, and they can't keep their jobs if the majority of people are not for them. And it's already done in Virginia, where a Republican took over, and in several local areas as well, including in Columbia, South Carolina, where I live in the state of South Carolina. And the fact that from what I've seen, it looks like the first Republican in a very, very long time became mayor of Columbia, which they try to downplay it. Well, city and state politics is different. No, you can't downplay it. People got tired of the mandates, and even though you try to take down all the mandates before the election, people remembered and voted the other party in that is for freedom and against mandates. And as much as the Democrats want you to think that local government and local elections has nothing to do with the outcome of major elections, yes, because it starts locally and it works its way up. And that's just my opinion on it. What's your opinion? Like, share, subscribe, comment on any of our videos that we have. You can follow us on YouTube and Rumble, Parler, and Facebook. And if you have any topics you want us to discuss, Brothers of Liberty 76 at gmail.com. And, like I've always said, I'm not anti vax, I'm anti mandate. If people want to get the vaccine, that is their business. But it's my body, my choice. Not the government decides what to do, because once they start deciding that, they'll decide any and all other medical treatments for you as well. To the point where, oh, Medicaid, we're taking too much money on Medicaid, so it's time to kill off the old people and any disabled people. And it's happened in other countries. So that's just the first steps. And you may think I'm being paranoid or a conspiracy theorist, but so far everything's been coming to light. And like I said, I'm an anti-mandate because I am part of the Brothers Liberty, and we're always here to remind you what true freedom is and ought to be.